Hey, I'm Josh, one of the original founders of FitWit, and we're excited to bring you this new program aimed at developing better youth athletes. I'm doubly excited because I'll be coaching the class myself. I've been a high school basketball coach, a high school track coach. I've also competed at a high collegiate level in both those sports myself. I've worked on the workout programming for FitWit since we started in 2006, and I've also coached all 5 of my young kids in soccer and basketball. We thought a quick video would be helpful to clarify a few points about the program before we get started. So 4 things to know about this new program. The first is that we'll be training kids 10 through 18, and just know that training a 10-year-old is vastly different than training an 18-year-old. Some of the higher impact and more demanding movements that an older child will be doing aren't appropriate for a younger child, especially kids who have yet to hit puberty. So in those kids, we want to develop body awareness and proper movement first before we try to get faster and more powerful. So that's point number 1. Number 2, we often hear this term sport-specific training, and that is not what we'll be doing here. Sport-specific training is more, you actually do that in your sport. So if you're playing basketball, it would be things like working on a jab step or working on a hesitation dribble over and over again, and working on those drills to develop maybe a quicker first step in the sport you're playing. Okay? So what we'll be doing here are things to complement the movements you'll see in your sport. So we'll work on things like proper landing mechanics and arm position and explosiveness, obviously things that will transfer to your sport, but we won't be working on sport-specific movements. Okay, number 3, and this one is for you parents, we want to manage our expectation as parents. Our goal is to help your child become a better, more athletic version of themselves, right? To reach their athletic potential. And in doing so, to develop confidence, and that confidence trickles into other areas of their lives. But just know that as parents, we have to manage our expectations that most kids are not going to play professionally. In fact, most kids are not going to play at the collegiate level. So we have to go in thinking about this, that what we're really doing for our kids is giving them opportunities to maximize their potential, whatever that might be. Where they go from there and what they do with that is a bit out of our hands, no matter how bad we want that for our kids. So let's keep this in mind as our kids get older, that we have to manage our own expectations as parents. And they're supposed to have fun when they're playing sports. Finally, free play is still very important, even as young teenagers. So, and this is especially true for the 10 to 14-year-old age range. And research shows that over-specialization and over-scheduling leads to early burnout. Okay, so I want to strongly make this suggestion. If your child, especially on that 10 to 14-year-old age range, already participates in something structured 5 days a week, I do not suggest signing up for this program. This is our way of sort of practicing what we preach, and we don't want to get into the hype of over-scheduling and over-specialization at too early of an age. So this program is great for kids who may have just finished a season and they've got the next season without a sport. It's great for kids that might be in season and playing 1 or 2 times a week. They can add another day of athletic development to that. But again, if your child is in something and they don't have 1 to 2 days of free play, I don't suggest the program. And it's not simply about over-scheduling our kids. Informal pickup games and free play with our friends actually develop skills that we don't get when there's always a coach or a parent present directing the kids. So these are important skills that the kids pick up when they're encouraged to do free play. So that's it, parents. That's the 4 points. If this program sounds like a good fit for you, we hope to see you in class soon. Thanks.